No matter what your niche is, there are most certainly some competitors' websites which are already producing favorable results in that niche. So as you're designing and optimizing your website, why not analyze what your competitors are doing in order to achieve their results so that you can use a similar approach to ensure your success in the online marketplace? Now, there's no reason to reinvent the wheel, as they say, and this certainly applies to developing your strategy for marketing your company's website. So in this video, we'll be covering 5 reverse engineering strategies, which you can use to learn from and benefit from the success of your competitors. Now first, what is reverse engineering? Simply put, reverse engineering is the act of analyzing an existing system, a process, or a structure, whether that be a marketing system, the structure of a website, a downed enemy warplane, you name it. Then using the knowledge that you gain from the analysis of it to recreate a duplicate or a similar system. Now obviously, when reverse engineering your competition, you want to make sure that you're not literally duplicating anything protected by copyright laws. However, when it comes to the systems and strategies used to optimize and market websites, most of the time you're pretty safe from violating these laws. And if you feel that you're straying into dodgy legal territory, well, then don't. Now obviously, as you choose which of your competitors to analyze so that you can reverse engineer their approach, you want to choose those who are winning. You can find these competitors by doing keyword searches for the terms your site is optimized for and see who ranks first. You can also look at competitors who are consistently spending advertising money on your keywords, and actually you can check out our article on Traffic Travis for further details on this subject, since these competitors are probably also making a consistent profit off of those keywords, otherwise they wouldn't be spending so much. In any case, once you find a few good competitors that you'd like to analyze, here are 5 things that you can do to reverse engineer their approach and duplicate their success. Number 1, analyze their link building strategy. Using tools like Ahrefs.com, you can see exactly which websites your competitors are building backlinks from. Ahrefs.com shows you these links as they are indexed by Yahoo, Google, and MSN. It also gives you the option of visiting those links and seeing exactly what type of content your competitors are associating with those backlinks. For example, when Ahrefs.com displays the links your competitor is building from an article submission site, you can click on those links and view the articles which your competitor is creating and publishing. This is also a great way to find relevant and quality sites that you can also link to. So pay specific attention to the sites which your competitors seem to have a lot of backlinks coming from. Chances are they're linking to these sites because they're getting some quality traffic. Number 2, analyze their content strategy. As you're analyzing the sites your competitors are linking to and the types of articles your competitors are posting on article submission sites, you'll want to look for some common themes. What keywords or phrases are your competitors using the most in their content? What topics are they publishing the most content about? What type of language are they using in their calls to action? Pay attention to the content strategy these competitors are using to build quality backlinks and to pull in traffic. And by doing so, you'll save yourself a lot of trial and error and be able to create content which will also produce you the best results. Number 3, analyze their site structure. Site structure is very important when it comes to creating a good user experience, for optimizing your site for the search engines, and for increasing conversions. Analyze the site structure your competitors are using and ask yourself these questions. How are they making it easy for visitors to find what they're looking for? How are they directing the visitor's attention toward their offers, their products, their email collection forms, and so on? How are they organizing their information so that the visitor has plenty of options for finding good content, but without the visitor becoming overwhelmed by having too many options? And most important, pay attention to their use of graphics, video, and flash features. Then ask yourself how the very appearance of the site might be contributing to its success. Number 4, analyze their audience. Using Alexa.com, you can do a complete analysis of the visitors who are using your competitor's website. This information is of untold value to you since it will help you get to know your potential customers. The more you know about your customers, the easier it will be for you to speak their language when you write content or create products and offers that will appeal to them. Using the audience feature on Alexa.com, you can find out all kinds of information about the people visiting your competitors' sites. Their age, sex, education level, geographical location, even the size of their family. You can also use the clickstream option to find out which other sites your competitors' visitors are coming from and the ones they're going to as they browse your competitor's site. This is all information which is available to you for free and which can help you to reverse engineer your competitor's marketing strategy. Number 5, analyze what they're missing. This is by far the most valuable strategy for analyzing your competition. Look for the needs within your market that your competitors are not fulfilling. For example, can you find any forums where customers of your competitors are talking about your competitors' products or services? Can you find reviews of your competitors' products or services? If so, what are their customers complaining about? What's missing for them that you could step in and provide? By identifying the chinks in your competitor's armor and the unfilled customer needs within your marketplace, you can discover a whole new realm of untapped opportunity. So a quick recap. The basic idea here is to start analyzing your competitors and finding out how you can leverage their experience in order to increase your chances at success. You might be surprised at what you've been missing, and it could prove to be very profitable. Now let's dive into the weeds here and look at some of these strategies in more detail. If you want to get into a competitive industry, don't be daunted. It's very easy to tell if an online business owner is new to the game or if they're experienced. Just ask them how they feel about their competition. The new and unproven entrepreneur will be afraid of competition. They'll have that big idea on the bar stool, but then they'll do a Google search the next day and realize that many other people are already doing it. They give up, assuming that there's no way that they can get into that market. Well, they're wrong. Competitive markets are actually some of the best markets to get into. Why? A few reasons. The market is proven to be profitable. Duh! If it wasn't, there wouldn't be competition. Competitors often play off of each other. Instead of innovating and reinventing that wheel, they copy whoever's in the number 1 spot, and by doing so, they end up leaving a massive hole in the market. That's where you might come in, nudge nudge. Customers want variety. If everyone in the niche is doing the exact same thing in the exact same way, customers will be hungry for a new business to emerge. Again, that's where you come in. But here's the key to all of this. Customers aren't out there waiting to help you grow your business. They don't know about you, they don't care about you. So stop trying to gain their support in that way and start thinking about it like this. What can you do to appear in front of them in the market and offer them exponentially more value than your competitors? What's your new angle? The key to thriving in a competitive market is twofold. Number 1, start from the top. And number 2, deliver value in ways that your competitors aren't. Starting from the top is absolutely crucial. If you're going to get into a competitive niche, you have to start off at the same spot your competitors are currently at. And just in terms of straight-up strategy, what will produce the better results? Aiming as high as possible, even if you end up landing a bit lower than what you dreamed of. Or aiming low because it's easier. And congratulations, there you are, you achieved your low level of success. So keep your expectations rooted in reality, but aim high and be smart. You'll end up doing a lot better. For example, let's go really big here, just to show you how all these principles apply. Let's say that you want to build the next Facebook. Well, obviously, you can't throw out a half-assed product that looks like it was built in '97. Or you're not going to model your product after MySpace, since it would make an easier model. No one would ever use it since right out of the gate, the current Facebook is already dramatically better. In order to compete with Facebook, you have to start out at least the same level. No, this doesn't mean you need 1 billion active users. It just means that your presentation has to match Facebook's. And yes, from the beginning, we're talking about your site's design and functionality. When a customer visits your site, they're immediately comparing it to the top dogs in the market. So if you are building the next Facebook, as soon as a customer lands on your site, they're already comparing it to Facebook. And where do your customers' eyes go first? Your site design. Therefore, if you really want to compete with Facebook, the first step is to get a design that at least is as good as Facebook's design. That way, customers aren't immediately turned off by visiting a lower quality site. And this is where you can stand out big time. Although Facebook is absolutely massive, in this situation they would start out with a disadvantage presentation-wise. Why is that? Because they've already set the standard. So now you can easily look at the standard and poke holes in it. What about Facebook's design could be cleaner, more modern, more intuitive? You can take extensive notes, listen to what their customers are grumbling about, then when designing your own website, answer all these issues that Facebook has. Then, once you're beyond the design stage, you want to focus on delivering exponentially more value. This is crucially important as it will make sure your customers actually use your service. This is where you can really innovate. Search and take note of every problem people have with your competition. Again, let's go huge and say it's Facebook. The principles of the strategy still hold true. Take note of all the problems that you yourself have with Facebook. What frustrates you? What annoys you? What features do you wish they had? Are there too many features that you don't need, distracting and cluttering your screen? Focus on everything, from the largest, most glaring flaws to the tiniest little pet peeves. This is how you will get a clear picture on all the things you can do to make you stand out and be better than your competition. Every detail helps. Now, too often, people think that they need to do just one major thing better than their competitors to get the edge. They think if they lower their prices, or if they offer more products, or just one major whatever, they'll get ahead. This is simply not so. The only way to get ahead of an established competitor is to do everything better, exponentially better. When people visit your site, they don't want to see one little element that's better or that attracts them. They want all of it to be the best. At first glance, no questions asked. That might sound like an exaggeration, but if you take a moment and close your eyes and be completely honest with yourself, just ask yourself what you expect when you land on a website. Do you want a great service with clear navigation, even though the mobile version loads super slowly? Or do you want a pretty decent user interface with some decent features despite some room for improvement, with an impressively fast load time? No, you want it all. Great design, both for the user and behind the scenes, great content, great everything. You don't even want to be thinking about the mechanics of the site itself. You just want what you came for, and you want it immediately. So by using this reverse engineering strategy, you can get into virtually any market. Even in the ultra-competitive world of social media, you can take over and be top dog if you put the work in. Of course, it's not easy, and you're going to need more resources than a laptop and a few boxes of pizza next to your mattress. But the point is, you can take this concept and apply it to any niche, regardless of the competition, and you can succeed. So now let's talk about how to copy other people's ideas. Okay, now that I say that out loud, that sounds pretty bad, but it's not as unethical as it sounds. The fact is, no one succeeds on their own. You can't run a multi-billion-dollar Wall Street firm without the people to build the skyscrapers, the roads to get your employees there, your employees themselves, of course, the security, the cab driver, the person that tailors your suit, and the person that made your suitcase. You get the picture. True, a person's success relies on their work ethic and their ability to put themselves out there, but it's only possible with the help of other people. And not only do you need other people to succeed, you need other people's ideas too. Now, of course, I'm not talking about directly mimicking other people's ideas. Now, that would be the best way to reach second place, chasing to imitate something that's already been done. And that's what we see in the tech industry all the time. Think of all the Apple wannabes out there. How many of them are as profitable as Apple? 0. So what I'm talking about is finding and identifying the concept behind a great idea, and using that concept in your own business. Think about the idea. It doesn't even have to be in your market or niche. But by putting on your thinking hat and getting your head around a basic idea behind something successful, you're likely to find that you can apply a very similar concept to your own business. For instance, one of Apple's core ideas is that technology should not be separate from the human experience. It should be a one-to-one extension. According to Apple, when you interact with their technology, it should feel completely natural. This is the concept that generates Apple's greatest ideas. Think of it, down to the very packaging. Sleek, simple, almost absent. As if having it in your hands is the most natural thing possible. Apple is 100% dedicated to making you feel that your life is improved by their technology. We can apply that same concept to any business. If you're designing a smartphone app, for example, you could apply this concept directly without mimicking Apple at all. Just focus on building your app in such a way that it is as intuitive and natural for the user to use as possible. No matter what type of app it is, at every step of the design process, ask yourself the question, do my users know what to do on this screen? If there's the slightest chance they don't, fix it to make sure they do. Your end product won't be anything close to an Apple product, despite the platform it's built for, but essentially it follows their concept incredibly closely, that technology should be incredibly intuitive. So when you brainstorm and collect good ideas in action, focus on the concept that led to that idea's inception. If you use this perspective, you can easily get new ideas for your business just by keeping your ears open. And the best part is, you won't be landing yourself in second place. You'll be creating a completely new business from the ground up, a melting pot of concepts that are valuable to whatever business you are developing. This dramatically decreases the odds that competitors will be able to keep up with you. And in fact, they'll be tempted to mimic your ideas. And the more they do this, it will only serve to help you, because your competitors will be reinforcing the quality of your brand over theirs. So the next time you're looking for ideas for your business, stop. Instead, look for the concepts that are behind all of the most successful businesses. Then use those same concepts to generate brand new, 100% unique ideas for your business. All that said, let's highlight one last thing to be aware of, and that's becoming just another cookie cutter. For most business owners, the goal is always to reach new heights. As entrepreneurs, we are very difficult to fully satisfy, and of course that's a good thing because it's always pushing us further. And yet, even though the ultimate goal for most entrepreneurs is to make more money or to push their businesses to new heights, they don't seem to know how to go about doing that, which is why the vast majority of businesses out there you see are relatively stagnant. They have no individuality. For instance, have you noticed the singularity of web design? With more and more services providing easy web building solutions, and with more and more companies putting more time into their services and wanting to devote less time to building their designs from scratch, it seems like every website is starting to look the same. Slideshow, the infographic section, what the product actually does, contact form. Typical modern design layout used by more and more businesses in every industry. Of course, it looks sleek and it functions well, but if every single business is doing it, how do you separate yourself from the herd? Now, no need to panic and start scurrying around looking for templates that are guaranteed to be different, just for the sake of being different. Let's actually stop and focus on some more important questions. Your business is a business to you, but it's an experience for the customer. Starting from the second they land on your site, you need to tug at their feelings. What is your unique angle in the industry? What do you do in your business that no other business does? Why should a customer choose you over the competition? If you can't answer these questions, you're in trouble. If you can answer these questions, and I sincerely hope you can, then that's great news, because you now have an angle that you can use to individualize your business. It's all about telling a story, which we humans have been doing in every single culture for millennia. It's how we learn, how we communicate our experiences. It's the very foundation of our society. So what's the story of your business? If you sell paper, then "we sell cheap paper" is a terrible story to tell. Instead, you need to find a unique angle. Do you sell paper that's higher quality than your competitors? Do you have your own delivery service? Do you give unbeatable discounts thanks to coordination with a local mill? Excellent. All those things are angles you can use. Start there, then present your website in a way that gets this story across to your customers. Now that you know your angle, you need to know the angle your customers are looking for as well. This is the sweet spot, combining your unique angle with exactly what your customers are looking for. So what are your customers' problems? Are they sick of using paper that smudges? Do pages get stuck together? Do they need it on demand, same-day delivery? Find out what they need, and now we have the makings of a great story. Okay, with these strategies, you can improve your game in any niche on Earth, no matter how competitive. All the top companies in the world have found their way to the top with these strategies. So now it's time for you to go out and do the same for your business. Study the best in your field, find the best concepts, and apply their techniques, while at the same time carving out your own identity and hitting that sweet spot between what makes you unique and what your customers need. Now that's a recipe for success.